Welcome, crown and glory, to the Tarot Temple here at Spirit Vibes. This is your work and money forecast for the week of March 6th until March 12th. Please be mindful to support this platform by providing your likes, your comments, by sharing and subscribing. Now, let's prepare for what messages the greater source would like for me to relay to you for this week's work and money. I hope you enjoy it, and please stay awake. Well, hello, Crown and Glory. Welcome back to the temple. Hope you're doing okay. Hope everything is going well. Hope things are going in your favor, particularly if you're doing the work. Before I begin, I want to thank all the newcomers, the newest subscribers, but I also want to thank my faithful ones, because it's the faithful ones, okay, those that are faithful that make things possible. So you are significant. Please believe, okay? And I thank you so much for allowing me to come into your homes and affect your life. Also, I'd like to remind you, if you haven't pulled your natal chart, do that, because I need for you to learn how to piece together your forecast. You need to learn when your cycle is, okay? This may not pertain to you this week, but it could pertain to you the following week or the week after. You have to learn that just like I did, okay? And also, I am encouraging you to view more than one vid where you're concerned, because you're more than your sun sign. You need to get familiar with your moon sign, your ascendant, what houses are stronger, so you'll know how to literally knit your story. Like I said, if it fits, knit your story together. If it doesn't fit, please acquit, okay? Things will not always resonate, okay? Sometimes these things literally do not come to later on. So when you feel nudged or pulled to come back to the temple and view something, believe me, that's your source. That's your spirit. That's spirit. All right? She's leading you there. She's leading you there for a specific reason. Okay? And for one is to help you learn your timeline. Your overall energy is this message card, the deed, whatever it is, we'll find out. It's based on the Two of Wands. That's your element. Expect the Magician, which is also fire element, stemming from the Six of Wands. It's just in your element, aren't you? And then we have the King of Wands as an outcome, conflict and a challenge, supportive and or blessed energy. We'll discuss in a minute. But we have this Five of Cups as your underlying issue. Okay, so I feel like some of you are feeling really worried about change, about losses, Some of you are concerned about whether or not you really want to go back. If you really want to go back, this could be to a love or something that you loved before. Like, it's kind of like you in between whether you want to remain or sustain, She's saying some of you, you really want something else, but maybe you feel stuck, and it causes you to feel really weary, you don't know, there is some burden on your shoulder here. It's very emotional, okay? And for some of you, it's got to do with something that you've tried. This could be business related, or this could be dealing with someone that you talk to. You may have talked to someone about this, or this may come from a conversation that you've had. You've been filled in about something. I don't know, maybe these people will talk behind your back. Some of you been kept abreast about something. I don't know, it could even be family, like siblings, I don't know. But for some of you, this is got something to do with, crossing that bridge. How you going to cross that bridge? Look, all that work that you put in, how you going to cross that bridge? You know, because I look at the Eight of Pentacles as being very personal. It's about where you want to be in life. And sometimes, you know, and you got to do the work first before you can achieve, you know, that graduation status, or before you can get that license, or before, you know, sometimes this is a lot of resumes. I can see this is a lot of resumes going in before you find that gig or that perfect position. All right, because you've been searching. All right. Some of you, this is being watched, like an overseer. This can also be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Giving you putting on the light, awakening you, you putting in the work. Or this could be someone watching you work, you know. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting a lot of messages here. Some of you, this is about a soulmate, a love. You've been filled in about this person. You don't know. You've been kind of burdened, underlying, or you did, and it's all based on travels, you know, or something that you do on a regular basis. This is dealing with a schedule. Some of you want to go back to school, but you don't know how you're going to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? You want to get an education, but how you going to do that? You know, because you got to make money. And yeah, you want to go back to school, some of you. You know, you don't talk to the person, but, you know, you're feeling kind of burdensome. You know, maybe you're doing something you don't want to do. You know, because this can be hard work, you know, taking one for the team, you know. You definitely recognize, you're a recognizable sign, you know. You get attention everywhere you go. And I'm hearing take the plunge. But I'm also hearing a wish. I don't know if you're wishing this or it's a wish. You got your wish. Because, you know, they say, you know, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. I don't know. I'm also hearing being high on the scene, you know. High rankings, you know. You definitely popular, or maybe you want to be popular, you know. I get that. Popularity is important, especially if you're trying to make something of yourself, you know. The more popular, that means the more people, the more, you know, you're dealing with the numbers, right? And that's necessary to have something. You got to have the numbers, right? Numbers are very significant. But this is getting a lot of attention. You know, I don't know if you want that or not. Or this is somebody that gets a lot of attention. Okay? I don't know, maybe this is somebody that stole the show. Or taking you know, taking the spotlight. Now, for others of you, I'm hearing this is difficult because some of you got to catch the bus. And this may be about having to catch the bus to work. Okay? You got to catch the bus. Maybe you're not used to that. Maybe you don't want, maybe you're very recognizable. You don't want to be known for that. But this is something that you got to do to get the work done. That's just a side note. Let's get the reason. This week's work, money, and a romance. Yeah, some of you it's about catching the bus. I don't know what kind of bus, the city bus, the Greyhound, I don't know. But it's definitely some traveling here. And this also for some of you is dealing with something that is regularly scheduled, like going to work, or something that you see on TV, or something that you see online. Why is it significant though? What's the reason for this, source? Why is this significant? But for some of you, I'm here, it's got something to do with family ties. 2 and 7, okay. A decision definitely had to be made. You definitely been stalling on this. Something is not coming to fruition like you thought it would. And I'm hearing also for some of you, whatever this is, you felt like by not saying anything that it would fix the situation, but obviously it's not. Now you need to think about what to say, how to come across. You need to think about, and this is something that you have to be careful with or use discretion. And I'm also hearing discerning. You need to discern when. You need to discern how and what to say. Because I'm hearing like, I don't know if this is feminine or masculine energy, but you've been covering up because you don't really know what to say, because you've been covering up because you're trying to be careful. Like I said, taking discretionary precaution. And it all has to do with this message. I don't know if this came through email. I don't know if it's a memo, a note. Some of you, this is an ad. This is an ad. Some of you, you want recognition. This is maybe about a leadership position, but you may have to travel. You may have to, this could be a company ad, and you may have to travel away from those that you love, that you used to, your friends, your family, in order to have this position. But I don't know why I keep hearing a lot of this got to do with you covering something up, keeping something in your heart. I don't know what you're thinking, because these are swords. But you're keeping it in your heart. You're keeping it in until you know the right words to say or how you want to come off. Or maybe you don't really want anyone to know, maybe a specific person, because it's definitely somebody you want to tell. But maybe this is something you want to be under the radar about. You really don't want people to know yet, for whatever reason. For others of you, this is a notice, I don't know, but somebody, they talk about being high on the job. and it's got you feeling a little weary. You know, maybe you're wondering about what's going to happen. You know, if you should just go. Because people have their beliefs, you know what I'm saying? Here it is. Sometimes this is equated with drug usage, alcohol usage, getting high. It makes you work better. Maybe you was doing it at the job and somebody noticed it. It was on camera, because we have that. We have the overseer here. We have the hermit card, who looks high, who sits high and looks low. You know everything. You know everything. He took notice, and maybe that the message was sent. That's just a side note. What can you expect is the magician. Okay, this could be a fire sign in your life. This is oftentimes you just basically being the, you know, the face of the place. You know, this is you working your magic. This is you having the ability to use what you have, which is not much, but you can use whatever's at your disposal to get the job done. Okay, this is the for some of you, this could be dealing with, like I said, going to school. So you may be going to like barber school. Or getting back into barbery, because at one time you got some recognition. You were, I don't know if you were advertised or something, or you were a lead, and you know, you saw this ad, and this could be about being a barber, which is acquainted, you know, to the male side of cosmetology. For others of you, this is about leadership, you know, and I'm also hearing a storefront person. Whatever this is, I feel like some of you, if you're a storefront person, this person traveled to where you are. I don't know if they was coming from out of town, they was traveling, and maybe they gave you an offer, you know. Maybe it's I don't know if it's an offer you can't refuse, you know, but it's causing you some type of sadness. It's kind of a burden. You didn't have this conversation. You don't put a lot of work into this situation, but you looking into it, you know, because you see promise. That's your outcome. You can see yourself in this situation in the future. You can see a lot of success, because this is success. Okay? This is a level of success here. It's personal success. Notoriety. This is somebody that somehow intervene into your life, because you're ready to go. Either this is you ready to go, you know, ready to move on, or this is because there is some type of separation. I wouldn't necessarily call it a loss as much as I will a separation, because oftentimes these people are still in your life somehow, some way, whether you see them all the time or not. Like I said, these could be relatives. But you're going to move forward. Because you're ready to be received. Okay? You're ready to be received, but you're ready to move forward. For some of you, this is your reference. This is somebody who is highly recognized, somebody who has, who's honored in their work. You know, this for some of you is a reference. You use them as a reference, or they referred you for whatever this is. this work, okay, for this job position. The challenge is this Four of Wands, and that's accepting, you know, accepting the invite. You don't know. I tell you, some of you are struggling with that. You don't know if you want to separate yourself from your family, your friends, from what you know, from the job that you at, even though some of you are ready to go. Some of you, this is opening. It's a conflict. They want you to open. Okay? Maybe it's a problem because, you know, maybe you catch the bus. It's the schedule. You know? It's the schedule. Time of the day. Some of you, this is about graduating or a graduation. I said some of you, it's about school, going to school. Now, on another note, she just told me for some of you, this is dealing with bartending school. I think this was in one of your readings a few weeks back, and it's coming back to me again. About bartending school, you got the advertising. But this is something that has to be weighed, you know, because you're ready to do something new. You know, you're ready to do something new. You're ready, you know, you're willing to put in the work. But this could be about the scheduling, the timing. It's about bartending school. But I see that some of you, you're going to move ahead on it. You're going to take that chance because you see something in the future that you can do. You got an idea, but you need the skill. Okay? You need the skill. You got Mother Earth hiding here, or that's your mom. She may have given you this idea, or you're just in that Empress energy of creativity. It's going to give you some type of status. It's here and it's with her. And then look who her counterpart is underneath there, the Emperor and the Empress. It's something hidden here. If you just move on, look, if you just move on it quickly, think long, think wrong, I feel like you'll get some success. But you got to move on it. You got to be like this King of Wands, and you got to move on your future. You got to move on it. What's going to help you? Ooh, it's the Wheel of Fortune, and that's change. Okay? You got to change your environment, change your mindset. That's going to be your good fortune. Moving ahead, catching this bus. You know, that's what's going to support you. It's going to get you to your destination. And this also deals with scheduling, of course, you know, getting your schedule together. Okay, you got to be well prepared. You have to be organized, okay, to get this done, especially if you are on the bus. But going to this place is going to be your blessing. Accepting this this invite, this ad, whatever it is, this, you know, going to school, whatever it is to get this skill, that's what's going to help you this week when it comes to work and money, even romance, you know, especially if you're a male and don't woman want no broke man, okay? I'm just keeping it real. I want to be like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle had that skit that said, "We're keeping it real goes wrong." That's this right. I'm just joking, y'all, but it is true. Keeping it real goes wrong. Oh, look at this. I know what I'm talking about. Extended learning. Okay, I told you some of you, this got something to do with school. Extended learning. Some of y'all need to go back. Okay. You take these little classes and stuff, whether you're a barber, whether you getting ready to get into bartending. This is going to add to some ideas that you already have, or that that you had a conversation about. Y'all put your heads together, but you can't get it without putting in the work. You gotta do the work. You gotta become a student. Didn't I say that? And after researching the best school, look who fell off. Mother Earth. She fell off this way. And then she fell off to my west, which means this is free will energy. You ain't got to do this, but you should think about that idea. That's what she's telling me. You need to think about that idea. Because this has been in your reading for a minute about some idea that you have. And for some of you, it's got something to do with a drink. Let's get your spiritual oracle message. Let's see what's going on with this. Remember to support the temple with your thumbs. And we'll add, you can't make this. She's telling me this went to the east. She said, you need to think about this. You need to chew on this. You need to think about this. I don't even need to pull a reflector. Let's see. Underline is sensual, and she is the epitome of sensuality. This is about pleasure. This is going to be a turn on for you. Okay? I can't make this shit up. And I'm going to leave it on that note. Thank you so much. Who am I talking to? Crown and Glory. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Tarot Temple once again for your work, money, and romantic guidance. I can't wait to bring you another one. Remember, get these views up so we can get down and dirty, get more into these predictions, get more advice, more insight. And in that meantime, remember to walk by faith and by sight. And until then, Hotep, peace be unto you and one love.